Good evening. Welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the thing show that proves without a shadow of a doubt that the so called African American didn't find their way to America in the trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One. Tonight's program, Practical Amalgamation. And today, you're going to see the images that your great grandfathers and mothers were going through, just like you see it on social media, all the ads and stuff, TV shows, music, the media to get your mind to where it is now. Took a lot. You're about to see the beginning of the end results that you see today. Joining me is the chiefess from the Akamat. How you doing, chiefess?
Kayuk, doing good.
You know, this is the kind of stuff we need to be hearing. You know, we try to listen to other things, so we can't figure out the ways to fix the mess that we've gotten ourselves in. I'm share some things with you tonight and pay attention to what you see. It's going to blow you away. This has been going on forever. What you're doing now, you did in the 1800s. What they're doing to you now is what they did 200 years ago. And it just keeps repeating. Every couple of generations or so, it repeats itself. So this is the beginning of how all that started. Okay, chiefess?
All
Chief?
right. So let's look at the first image. Of course, I want to look at the image of the couple. So I'm going to pull that up. Because this type of thing has been going on
There it is.
for a very, very long time.
There it is.
You see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm going to read the description of this satirical print. And it says racist print promoting anti abolitionist fears of racial personal relationships depicts the parlor scene where two interracial couples court on the couch. In the left, an attractive white woman sits on the lap of an African American Negro male. The man depicting in racist caricature with the grotesque facial features holds his guitar in his right hand as she engages him in a kiss. In the right, a rotund, quote unquote, I'm gonna say Negro. This is African American, but they wasn't called that then. So holds a fan in her right hand as she is wooed by a slender white man on his knees who kisses her left hand. Portraits of abolitionist author Tapan, like Tappan, Daniel O'Connell, a radical Irish abolitionist, and John Quincy Adams are hung on the wall behind the couch. A white and black dog are in the left corner. So for me,
You know,
mhm.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
For me, I would say like the cut the semis, the atamazino, uh the other word is Muskogee, I think, is Nakapo or whatever. This is propaganda. Katasumize means beggar. All of them mean beggar or whore. So, in a different language. So, this is propaganda that they've been pushing. And you're going to realize how much they have been pushing the same shit forever. This is from like 1839, but I can probably go farther and find more. Um, Maybe a few centuries back, but same thing, right? Certain things don't actually change. So we're gonna go through a few of these satirical cartoons, and then we're gonna segue into present day issues. Uh, so let's get into that. You wanna pull up the next picture?
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? I want to go back.
Okay.
I want to go back to a picture because there's something we forgot to mention. And when you guys see this, you're gonna understand who was this lady all the way to the left with the feathers in her head.
Mm,
Who was that lady? And so this is what I'm saying. They be putting subliminal messages in, and most of us don't even look at this.
right.
And they how they portray you. It's just like today. This dude right here in the front that's getting married, don't that look like a pile of shit on top of his head?
Yeah, it's got the little curl and everything. Yep.
Yeah. So when
Damn.
you look at the pictures, and like Chief just said, these are satirical, like sitcoms, they're trying to provide a message or portray a message. And my question is, who are these cats?
Right.
Who are they? To me, it looks like I could be wrong, but I'm thinking about this is talking about amalgamation.
Mm-hmm.
What's another word for amalgamation?
Integration.
Integration.
Yep.
So the lady in the far corner, let me see it. Yeah, blow it up. Who is this sister right here?
Mm.
Who is she?
Yeah, she
Who
don't
is
look
she?
like everybody else because she
She don't look like everybody else.
look at the dude with the he look cross-eyed. One of them looks
just to show you, just to show you. I mean, but those are the yeah, what? Dynamite, Jimmy Walker.
oh my gosh.
I mean, seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, it's the same stuff, just recycled in a
Right.
different package.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. That's
Damn.
all it is. Who is this cat right here in this military garb? What
Right.
military is that?
Mm.
Who is he? And so
Why
these
he
are
look
the
bitter?
why he look what?
He looks bitter.
Like something stank.
Nigga
Yeah,
just look like he don't want to be there.
right. So that's what I'm saying about these images that they put out. And this is just in a lithograph back in the early 1800s. But these are the images they put out of you. These people weren't called African Americans.
Nope.
These people weren't called African Americans. So, when you're looking at old stuff, when you start doing your genealogy and you start pulling out records and stuff where your parents are from, when I say parents, I really mean because they're all your parents. We got to stop looking at things like so far away from us, and they're not.
Right.
They're right at your fingertips. So, when you're looking at images like this, remember that, you had grandparents, great grandparents, great 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 grandparents who were living at this time. What were they doing? Because to me, these aren't them. You know, I
Mm.
mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine a brother coming like that, dressing like that in those days, the haircuts, all that. No.
The haircuts looked flamboyant. Like, because you look
Right.
at the dude, look at him. Okay, if you look at Mr. Paleface right here, and the other dude in the last picture, they have us the identical haircut.
Right. 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 Right.
Hmm.
And so this is how they get you. And like you say, it's just the same stuff just reheated in another package.
Right.
Check out how they have the Negro talking, speaking, the same coon shit they have today. How they had you speaking, messed up. Check out what she's saying. Have you any flesh colored silk stockings, young man? Look how she's dressed. What's
Mm.
all that?
Right.
Flamboyant.
And she
Ain't
got
isn't
money.
that how it's done today?
Damn.
Isn't that how it's done today?
Right. She got money, but she on the ignorant side.
She, she,
So
she
for
on the what?
she's on the ignorant side, you know?
Okay, but that wasn't that the plan for it in the beginning to amalgamate? You're gonna amalgamate to become something else.
Right.
You're not gonna be what nature created.
Exactly.
You know, I don't see why it's taking so long for us to understand that. You
She
know, but
she's
it is.
she's rich and stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
The
yeah, I
materialistic
mean, but
person
those are the those are the pictures we want to be. So
yeah.
this one, so again, just pay attention. Just pay attention to the art. We were talking this about this brother right here,
Mm.
and if you read the words, it's just some more ignorant
Dang.
stuff. Plus, who are these people? Do these people look like the Indians here?
Mm.
Do they look like them?
I think he's trying to. He's
I
trying.
mean, yeah, he's trying, but okay, I can see that. Yeah, he's trying.
Now her,
I mean, seriously,
I don't know what she got
who
going on.
who's
Cause
that?
what? I don't know about the
That don't look like no Americans type gear sisters would be wearing back in those time frames.
right.
I'm just saying from the images that we've seen, from the pictures you have of your people and your family, drawings, pictures, but I don't know if the camera was developed yet, but they were taking pictures in the 1800s.
Hmm.
I don't know how far away from that this is.
It's like 10 years after, maybe.
Okay, I
So
mean, and the drawings are pretty elaborate. You know,
yeah, they are. Yeah, I've never seen anybody wear their hair like that as a female.
right? I
Mm-mm.
mean, so like that's what I'm saying. Who who is she? I mean, is that a question that somebody curious should ask? Or
Mm.
we just look at pictures just to see the clothes and then close the book and we never see it again?
Right.
What are they showing you? How does it differ from today? And it's the same thing. And you're going to see the same people in some more of this art. So check this out and check out the words they say. Check out how they have the Negro speaking.
Because why is
You
she
know,
talking like that?
you said what?
Why is she talking like that? Elegum. What? Elegum?
I mean, that's the whole thing about it, is to make you look like a fool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can try to pretend like that's not what's happening, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times that's what the African American does act like. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Everything is cool. And it's not, because you can see the way these people act. These people act like that today.
Exactly.
They're acting like that today, like like you said, integration.
Damn.
Yeah, we're not paying attention. So you want to go to the videos now?
Yeah.
The Texas border crisis.
Let's get into it.
Um, this stuff that's going on at these borders and all of this coming in. How does the African American see themselves in this dynamic?
Right.
I mean, serious. How do we see ourselves? What do we just like them clowns in the picture, just waiting for boss to draw us another picture? How do we see this? I'm talking about everywhere,
Yeah.
from California to Florida. On the southern end, how are we looking at this? So are we going to share this video
Yeah.
and we'll talk about it and give you uh, our diagnosis of it when it's over. It's only 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, it's not playing.
I think I have one. Let me see.
Okay.
I got Atlanta. I'll play this Atlanta one and then I'll find I'll find the Texas one real quick. Can you see it?
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play it now.
This week, showing migrants sleeping in the Boston's Logan Airport. One Georgia state senator.
There's
New video showing migrants inside a hidden room at the Atlanta airport. Watch.
Yeah.
Can you cut it up a little bit?
Yeah, we're all getting pushed to where they need to be. Yeah, so these are just recently documented travelers getting released from ICE, getting to where they need to be.
Just let me get a video if you don't.
Actually, you cannot get a video. No! You cannot get a video.
No, you're not allowed.
You're not allowed. You're done.
Did you hear that? Documented travelers joining us right now, Georgia State Senator Colton Moore. So I'm confused because I'm going to read this statement later on in the segment. But the person that you were speaking to said that they were documented, and we know that they were illegal, right?
Yeah, we got a whistleblower who gave us a tip about this hidden room, and I had a full team there with some different cameras in different places. Said on Monday and Tuesday nights, there's just an influx of these people who come through the airport, kind of when the traffic is much lower at the airport. They were in a hidden room. I was talking to an Atlanta Police Department investigator yesterday. There are absolutely no cameras in this area of the airport. If you watch another part of the video, you'll see that there's some barricades and some caution tape before you get there. It kind of looks like a construction zone, if you will.
So can you explain to me, because, airport's supposed to be one of the most secure locations. There's cameras everywhere. Is this inside of the terminals or outside of the terminals?
This is, I believe it's technically the third floor, but it appears as if it's the second floor in the domestic terminal. Our whistleblower says they walk right out of the gates and then they're escorted into this room. Those people in that room, though, they were waiting to be booked to flights all across the United States. We were also getting video of migrants who were just walking out onto the streets of Atlanta.
And who's guarding the door?
So there was a U.S. Army soldier there at the door, the guy who says, "You're done." He is a United States soldier. We still not sure exactly what his role was there, but he was sitting right next to the door and basically assaulted me in order to take the phone and try, to get rid of the footage. I was able to recover the phone, and that's the footage you see there.
This is crazy. What's going on here?
I don't know. There's a lot of questions to be answered. I hope the Georgia Senate will flex its subpoena authority and start bringing some folks from the airport in and getting answers to these questions.
Have you yet been able to get in contact with Governor Kemp about this? I can just imagine that he's not too happy about what's going on. I think this is the largest airport in the nation.
Yeah, it is. It's the busiest airport in the world. The Governor Kemp and I are at a lot of odds on this issue with the Fonnie Willis issue in Georgia. We haven't spoken. I know people in my district have sent him text messages. He's kind of passed the buck and said this is a federal issue. I certainly wish we were sending state resources down to the southwest border like Governor Ron DeSantis is.
What do you want to see done right now when it comes to this airport?
I want to see these people not be able to leave the airport. The city of Atlanta controls the Atlanta airport. They ought to be housing these people here until we can figure out things going forward.
Well, Senator, the governor comes on our show. We hope that he'll come back and tell us exactly what he knows about this as well. I just want to read this statement from Atlanta International Airport. This is what they said. ATL works with Libertad volunteers to provide assistance to immigrants during their travel. Immigrants, I thought they were documented. Team Libertad is a nonprofit that has worked at ATL since 2020, and there are no military or other law enforcement agencies involved in this effort. Immigrants are never housed in the airport. State Senator, we're going to follow this. We appreciate you coming on this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Some shady business going on. We'll get to the bottom of it. Thanks, Senator.
Thank you.
So what's happening?
Man, that's getting very shady. Very okay. So you notice how the senator is at odds with Kemp, which is weird because Kemp was supposed to be one of Trump's good old boys, and now I guess maybe he's fucking dealing with Fonnie Willis and her raggedy ass shit. So it may be some other stuff going on with that, but it's very questionable to be having a bunch of migrants in an airport. Like that's very, very it's beyond sketch actually. Let me go to the next one though, because it's a lot. It is a lot. I'm gonna go find it though before I pull it up.
Okay.
This one is interesting because they're over this shit. It's over all the BS. Hold on. You're telling me to sign in with my QR code and shit. Damn, TikTok.
Yeah, man. Like we were showing you the image before, same stuff is going on today, and you see what's going on in the world with these videos you're about to see and that we've just shared. And it's the same thing to keep you confused so they can implement their plan no matter what it is.
Right.
We can try to act like it's not happening or Jesus gonna come save the day or nothing. But I hopefully this is getting to the point. Can't be walking around here giving out false information, bullshit. Stuff Negroes do, lying, playing around. And you know what? We got some more images to show.
Oh yeah.
We got some more images to show. And I'm gonna show you when you see this stuff, you're gonna be like, damn, this stuff has been in your face all the time. This is stuff that's 200 years ago that they doing to you today. That they doing to you today. And so, we're going to get into it. So did you have it ready?
Yeah, I'm about to. All right. I'm about to share it now. Dude. So that's one.
So the border wall, the border wall. Are you serious? Haven't you seen how cutting stuff up into little pieces, states and counties and all that bullshit has screwed everything up, and you still building walls? See, these
Mm.
are the masses. They vote.
So this is like their perimeter, I'm guessing. They're using shipping containers and barbed wire. They got barbed wire when you cross, they got it. Then they got a trench and they got more barbed wire going across so they can't climb over.
Said that. How? This Texas border thing is a joke.
Welcome back now. Former military officer.
Not some more. Do. So convoy, blah blah blah. I got some more videos. So I'm gonna go find those real quick.
So while you do that, I'm gonna jump on some more of these images, and I just
All
want
right.
you to pay attention to the images, what the images are really saying, because it's more than just what they're showing you. Like I say, they got some deep rooted stuff. I mean, some deep rooted stuff, and
Mm.
they're just doing the same thing over and over again. And these people, the world is messed up, man. You messed it up. You done trampled all over indigenous people everywhere, dude, and people are waking up to that. Some people are. Like I'm saying, what you call African American, Black, Negro, I see what the masses listen to. I see the millions of stuff you got, the African American puts into nothing.
Mm.
To nothing. And really, we got to take a look at that seriously.
Yeah.
We don't look at nothing, and anything can be said and anything can be done. What was that image we wanted to show?
Hmm.
Oh man, it was one of those images.
Is it a part of the series, the practical amalgamation, or is it a different one? Because
Uh,
there's one where they're at a wedding. There's
okay,
where they're at a musical.
this one right here.
Let's see. Oh yeah, look at him singing.
That one right there. Now, I want you to pay attention to something, because it's not, because I see it and I hope you guys see it too, because the shit is right in your face. You'll notice that the men are paired up, the women are paired up.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Oh,
So
hell
I know
no.
you're supposed to pay attention to it. Don't look at it like that. Oh, you just conspiracy
No,
theory.
it is. Look, they
What's up?
are paired up.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you go. I don't know if this is a band or whatever, but if this is the 1830s,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, is this even in America? This looks like it could be in England.
It's
You know?
Philadelphia, supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, I know, but how these people do business, they'll say any goddamn thing.
Oh yeah.
I think the time is over for us is to just wait for what drips off his tongue to come off of it.
Mm.
Telling you what to do and what they've done. You've seen since you've been on this planet.
Right.
The world is fucked up. And I think us keep assisting it, keep making sure it goes on with the kind of thinking and what these people in these images show. I think that's not a good idea on our part.
Mm. All right, let me see. I think I found it. Let's look at this. Let's look at this shit, because this, I found the Texas one. I'm gonna go back to the Texas one, but I'm gonna show this New York one because it is bull to the ish, like real bad. So I'm gonna play this real quick.
In New York and the markets is getting out of hand. So not only did they put all kind of hands and feet on these NYC officers and got away, no charges at all, they just let them go. Excuse me, they're doing what now? They're offering migrants $53 million in prepaid credit cards. This is money that we're paying for and we can't even afford rent. Last time they really gave something back to the people was when Trump was in office and the stimulus checks. How did it go from us, the American people, getting the money to now we got the immigrants that's not even from over here in this country? Now they're getting the money, and that's causing us to struggle because we're paying for it out of our pockets. It's not even the fact that it's a problem with helping nobody else, but how can you help somebody when you need help? I'm just saying, when us, the American people, gonna get $53 million in aid, because we need it, gang. What going on? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on them giving $53 million to the migrants in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want the exclusive content.
So what do you think about that? Hi, Nichelle, Curtis. How's everybody doing? Diamond in the rough, long hair. We're going to get to your question. They look like they're getting along. No, it don't. It's totally. If you know how propaganda goes.
Oh yeah, they always want that to happen. Like, oh yeah, like it's called pandering. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. We don't get it. I mean, it's right in your face. It's right in your face. And how they communicate with you, they've been communicating that way with you your whole life. Right. You'll pretend like you don't see it, and it ain't like that. It's the same thing.
That part.
The exact same thing. So what this young man was saying, what was he saying, Chiefess?
They are taking your money and giving it to fucking immigrants while you struggle. I mean, this is very direct. It's not like oh, you can say the N-word. Oh, you can wear box braids. Oh, you can say Sade or cuz, or you can use Ebonics. It's just slang. No, this is a very direct shot. Like, we're taking your money and giving it to them. Instead of some freaking white NFL player getting a fade and our fade's now white, or a white tee chick using a bonnet and calling it something else. No, there's just a direct hit in the gut to everybody.
Right.
Everybody's getting everybody's getting swept up by this. Right. So if you're acting like, oh, this ain't it. No, this is very direct. This is something that should put you on alert. In Chicago, it's the same thing. They're having people get aid and money and all this ish, and other people are struggling while they're using the people that are struggling's money to give it to a person that's an illegal. We don't know who they are. We don't know who they came from. They didn't even go around doing the right steps to even get here, and they're playing in your face. They are literally playing in your face. This whole situation is a game to them. And it's crazy how every election year it's always the same or similar bullshit. And y'all were mad at Trump, but Trump freed Lil Wayne. Trump freed Kodak. You know, Trump was hanging out with another crazy Gemini, Kanye, and he actually gave you some freaking money in your pocket. He let all the scammers scam and make money. He didn't give a truck. And yeah, people are like, oh, yeah, he's playing on both sides. but at least he kind of gave a fuck a little bit. A little bit. He's not saying, oh, let's have the border open, let's cause more BS in the country. No, he wanted to close the borders. He wanted to make sure we minimize the nonsense going on. So to me, it's just like I'm pretty sure that he might be aware that some of the first Republicans were the Negroes. They were the Negroes. So it's just like, and you can even look at old propaganda with that, how the Republican Party was the Negro Party and the Democratic Party was the white party. If you look how every time you coloreds come on the internet or decide to vote and you say, okay, well, this was problematic, and then you vote Democratic, and then a whole bunch of nonsense happens. Let's keep in mind, Bill Clinton, Kamala, and Biden all did that 3-strike law, right? Every chance they get, they are going to try to take you off the map, whether it's financially, whether it's taking your freedom away, whether it's getting you hooked on drugs. They're going to try to take you off the map. If they cannot consume you, they want to destroy you. They want to get rid of you in some aspect, or they want to keep you as low as possible for you not to prosper on your own lands. And let's keep in mind, a good majority of these people that are coming into this country who are, oh, poor migrants, they're fucking losers. Their mamas are fucking losers. Their country don't fucking want them. Okay? They're garbage. They are actual garbage. Oh, that's xenophobic. No, they are actual garbage to their countries. Their own mama don't want them. This has happened in the 1800s, the 1600s. It keeps happening, and you guys are like, oh, I'm going to get my job. I'm going to live rock. I'm going to have my baby mama fight and fight my cousin and all this other ratchet shit. It doesn't even matter. It don't matter. They keep running the same program with different packaging. And when are you going to get hip to them running the same thing over and over and over? They are playing in your face, and you're allowing them to play in your face. But they've gotten even bolder now because they're giving Ukraine. They were giving billions to Ukraine, right? And that's a whole other rabbit hole with Ukraine. But if you peep how many people go to that specific wall and do the prayer and do the whatever, it's called the Ashkenaz. And I'm going to keep it at that with that tough subject. But there are particular forces doing particular stuff. And if you also think about how that particular holy land was made a holy land in the 1900s, there's a lot of rabbit hole to rabbit hole. We ain't got to worry about that. But what are you going to do in regards to this? How are you going to respond? Like, you have the highest standing in this land as the American Indian. You predate any of the stuff that they put up, whether it's the Commerce or the Virginia Company or the any of that. You predate that, but you want to be African American. You want to shuck and jive. Like, they don't want you to read books. You don't want you to fucking farm. They don't want you to fucking swim. They don't want you to do anything but act like you're a freaking African. And now, Mr. Biden, he think he on Love and Hip Hop. He getting real sassy and getting real sassy and petty because he's mad his nobody wants to vote for him. But you're old. Let's not even get into how old the people are. On TikTok, I'll show you how old people are running this corporation, because there was a breach. There was a security breach maybe like a couple months back where a 20-year-old shared a whole bunch of high clearance security stuff in a telegram because somebody called him a cuck, because everybody else over there in his department was old as fuck and don't know how to use a fucking computer. And then you got one person who knows how to use a computer and he just fucks everything over. Like, our country and people who so-called run this country, they're old as fuck. Like, older than me and Carrie and my mom and my freaking teachers and shit. They should be somewhere laying down somewhere in a sitz bath. But no, they're deciding everything in this country. And they all decided to say, you know what, Americans, we don't care. We're gonna shake the table and throw water and be sassy little bitches on Love and Hip Hop, but to everybody in the country. They gave you the big middle finger.
Yeah, that's what it seems happened. And pretending like it's not happening, it's only going to make matters worse.
Right.
So I implore you to check out those pictures, guys. Go back and check out some of those pictures, those images, those periodicals in the 1800s. You'll see, like you saw those people right there. I have one of a job application from my great grandmother in 1866, a job application.
Mm.
So what they tell you went on, no, what you say goes on, because we always take what somebody else say and run with it. No, what do you say? You see the same thing everybody else see. And just because it's uncomfortable for somebody else, don't mean it has to be uncomfortable for you. Because if you don't, you'll keep handing it down to your children, their children, and you'll never get it.
All right, look at this. It's ridiculous.
Number 1, we got Danny Davis, born September the 6th, 1941. He 81. When this man was a kid, his parents could vividly remember when sliced bread hit the fucking market. Number 2, we got Jim Clyburn, July the 22nd, 1940. Next, we got Nancy Pelosi, March the 26th, 1940. Why the fuck all these people went to school together? This woman is 82 years old, just like the last fella. Why the fuck is they in Congress sharing stories about life before television? And this woman don't even look like she 80, man. This that damn baby juice. I'm telling you. Next, we got Steny Hoyer, born on June the 14th, 1939. He 83. Do you want this motherfucker guiding you anywhere? I don't even want him driving in front of me. Do y'all remember the bitch from SpongeBob that thought chocolate was gonna make her younger? This is that bitch in disguise. And now we got Maxine Waters, born on August the 15th, 1938. This woman is 80-fucking-4, making decisions about where the country needs to be going damn near 100 years after her fucking birth. Next, we got Hall Rogers, born on December 31st, 1935. He 85. There's no way in living or dead fucking hell that you gonna tell me he don't look like he done slipped a couple of them out in his life. And you know what I'm talking about. He look like he done said that shit a couple of times. Number 6 is Bill Pascrell, born January the 25th, 1937. I mean, this man is 86 years old and a fucking month. Yeah, he already got his casket just laminated at the house. The fuck. Next, we got Grace Napolitano. She 86, born December the 4th, 1936. A head full of white hair and a bloodstream full of fucking lead. Where you taking us? Now, y'all ain't gonna believe these last two, bro. Chuck Grassley. He's 89 years old and 5 months. This man was born in the winter of 33. Describing his birth even sound like I'm reading some shit from the fucking Oregon Trail. Where he leading us? Oh, and this shit right here, Diane Feinstein, born in the summer of 33. This motherfucker is 89 years old and 8 months. Our country is literally being ran by bones. You cannot make this fucking shit up. Here go the top 10 oldest mother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So you can see what's going on is going on. But I'm saying the so-called African American, the so-called blacks, the so-called hoteps, the whole so-called Hebrew Israelite, Muslims, Christians, you seriously better pull your heads out your asses and unite and make a change. Because see, they driving this motherfucker right off the cliff.
Literally.
And if we
Literally.
just on this motherfucker talking about we, that ain't on nobody but us. Because if you don't know, why not?
Right. Let's see. I got the Texas border. Then I got some freaking Pan African from Ethiopia. It's gonna be stupid. So I'm gonna play the Texas border one because this is the one I was looking for. And then we can get into the East African one because the migrant section is going to migrant, you know. There's
Right.
they're problematic. Like I'm not a person that's xenophobic or I hate any of this, but they spend a lot of time usurping the Indian. And majority of the legislation and like what BRKS 172 said is foreigners running the US. Yes, the foreigners are running the corporation. Even if you look at Barack, right? He was a foreigner on both sides. His daddy was a fucking Nigerian or whatever the fuck he was, and his mom was a white lady. So like that wasn't the first black president. That was just some person cosplaying as the first Negro president. He was a foreigner too. So was Kamala. They always have somebody run the corporation that's a foreigner. And it is to their benefit, not ours. You know, it is for a reason. There are certain things that they have go on in the corporation for a reason. Everything they do is very specific to their benefits as opposed to not. So, even with the whole thing with the migrant thing, like nobody wants 66 million people coming to the country undocumented, just waltzing around people's kids, going to the schools and working with you. Like we don't know these people. There's a reason why we do have a process for immigration, you know, and the fact that Biden is going along with adding more raggedy people to the country and they're over there punching people in New York, punching cops in New York and giving the finger to the camera. Like, who wants that in the country? I do not. Like, I cannot be at fault because your home country doesn't value you as a person. If they really wanted to make money or really wanted to be America, how America should America, since so many people want to come to America, we can get paid to show them how to make their country like America. So they're
Right.
coming here. But instead they want to shake the table, they want to ruin everything because they're little petty little bitches. But there's so many countries that want to model themselves after us. Why not have things in place to where we can show them how to be like us and not fucking come here? You know, and if you keep into the context that, okay, let me find this picture before I go to the immigrant stuff. I'm gonna find this emblem of America real quick. uh,
What's that? What's that?
oh no, it's just my backdrop, but I'm gonna find this picture real quick. Boom. Let's go back. Let's go to the British Museum. All right. So, because they want to be, you know, they want to be weird people and come to America. Well, this is America right here. She's America. This is her. And you also have to keep in mind that the women are representative of all the continents, right? So, what made you think that America wasn't dark skinned in the female? Because she's a dark skinned female. And y'all are over here running over here like, oh, the American dream. This is the American dream. So, somebody lying. Oh, we don't like the coloreds. Are you sure? Because this is a so-called colored right here. Like, what are we really doing? And I was talking to one of my somebody that I used to work with. They're Guyanese, and we talked about like if a lot of these migrants, immigrants, or illegals, whatever you aliens, whatever you want to call them, if a lot of them were told from jump, hey, you know America as the landmass, like from Canada all the way down to South and Central America and the islands, is this particular dark skinned woman? How many people would be like, oh, let me go to America? Really? If they knew from jump, you coming to America is you taking refuge in a dark skinned Negroid American Indian woman. How many people are going to just rush here given that information, really?
Well, isn't it? But isn't that what's promoted? Isn't that what's broadcast?
Right,
You want to make some money off these women? Go sell hair.
right,
You want to make some money off these women? Open up a place where you can buy unhealthy food.
right.
That's 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 an industry.
Right.
That's an industry.
And
You want to go to a place where you want to sell sugar? Go to them. All these immigrants, and again, we like to play like we don't see it. All these immigrants taking advantage.
mm-hmm.
They're taking advantage, and we support it.
Yeah,
I mean, and then act like we don't. You
right.
know, so that's what gets me. We support it.
This over here, Ling Ling, the same chick that killed a little a preteen Indian girl in Cali. This motherfucker out here running and shooting and shit in a movie. The same motherfuckers that post up and follow you around the beauty supply store and make like, let's keep this to scale. Immigrants come and make entire industries around your dollar because Ling Ling, she doing your nails, she doing your hands, she selling you fried chicken that one of them motherfuckers in the World War I or World War II taught them how to fry, or was it the Vietnam War? I don't really know, but she's taking advantage. All these immigrants here, I don't give a freak what anybody tells me. Oh, love is love. No, baby. When you decide to lay up with something that is not equal to you, they need you. They need you to exist here. That's why they don't unalive all of us, because they need our energy to survive on these lands. Without us, they do not strive. They do not strive. They do not survive. Like, they had a good version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Why do we need another version of it? I really don't care. I've been seeing this show being pushed so heavy. The only thing that hasn't been pushed as heavy is that new Apple VR bullshit. Outside of that, this has been pushed heavy, and they always do that. Like, look at this. Like, you can look at what Cat Williams said about the weird face white chick or the weird face light skinned chick who don't do interviews. It's the same thing. They push the same thing every time. Like, I hate this. Like, I ain't doing her. I'll do Kylie. Kylie.
Can I show an image that goes with that? It
Oh
goes
yeah.
back to it goes back to, and just pull yours up so that it can go next. This is how those brothers look at regular brothers.
Right.
Them type brothers, they really not. They don't put themselves in a whole. I mean, they way out there. We can just look at people like Michael Jackson, cats who made a lot of money. They look down on you like they made it, And this is how these cats. What's the one of these brothers who just got fired from this whole thing? Like you said, with the chick he was with, dude. When they have that, this is how they act today.
That part.
And we be at them.
I
Man,
sold out my
love anybody who you want to.
I sold out my bloodline. I'm better than you. No, actually, you're lesser than me. Because a lot of people don't realize when you do misconjunction or whatever the fuck it's called, there are very like even down to a different blood type. There's bullshit that happens with blood types. Even down to, let's say I'm a fucking raggedy ass Moor, right? And I'm dating another raggedy ass Moor. But the more that I'm decided to be with, who's another dark skinned European like me, we have been beefing for centuries and we decide to mix. So even within someone's different similar background, there's strife. So take that Spanish Moor and a fucking North African Moor or a fucking Mauritanian Moor or whatever the freaking case, right? Or someone from England who's a Moor. I call them Moor because I'm being petty because they're dark skinned, but same difference. Take that context of being I'm an American Indian or I'm from South America and I decide to date somebody that is from fucking Spain or from Italy or from somewhere else, right? There's going to be repercussions on the child that is created. You can just look at biracial TikTok. There's biracial females that get mad at biracial men for dating women that are more pure blood and more Negroid in appearance. And let's keep in mind, they be having a white mama, but you want to act like this thing is normal. Love is love. Yeah, let's keep in mind when you have a child with somebody, what you're really saying with your balls, what you're really saying with your ovaries, which means I literally decided to lay down my whole everything and create a child. And a child is what? A human sacrifice. That is your grave.
Wow.
That is your grave. And they want you, this whole thing of, practical amalgamation, they want you to give them and present them with the human sacrifice via practical amalgamation. That is what's going on. That is the agenda being pushed. That is what they want. It is damn near cannibalism, but it's just veiled. Because not all cannibalism is just, I'm going to eat you. They consume American Indian culture like it's fucking crack. They consume it at a high rate, constantly and repetitively, all the time. And it's not just the YT people or the dark skinned Europeans or the Africans. Everybody consumes what we do. Like we're freaking candy. Like we're fucking unicorn glitter and shit. Everybody does it. But you don't see that shit. You too busy over there dancing, or you too busy, oh my baby daddy. Bitch, there's other things going on. You have a horde. There's a horde against you, and they are of every fucking color you can think of. It's a zombie horde. But since it's not gonna be just eating and biting. No. It's a little bit more refined than The Walking Dead, but it's the same thing. Let's see. All right, I got this Ethiopian video real quick. I was gonna show the Kali shit first. I'll show that first, and then I'll show this. Or let's do this.
African Americans ain't open up. Hope the conversation we're having tonight gets everyone to look at stuff a little bit deeper, look at what's really going on, instead of what you hear what somebody else saying is going on. What's going on? How are you going to leave this place for your children? How are you going to leave this place for your grandchildren? In the confusion that most of us witness today. And when you can, take the kids over to AfricanAmericans.com. It's all right there, self-explanatory. All you got to do is think. Okay, ready?
Yep. I got it. I forgot something. I just found this shit. All right. So these famous interracial celebrities couples inspire diversity. What's the difference between the picture for this show and this shit? What is the difference? These motherfuckers, I'm gonna call it what it is. This motherfucker's a sellout. They are selling out their bloodline.
It don't matter.
You know, I don't know. You know, and she a simp. Jodie Smith Turner, she's a whole simp. You know, who is this? This lady, Christy Teigen, she's one of them creepy I like children people. She was talking about toddlers and tiaras and getting aroused. She's a fucking psychopath. What the fuck? So like on culture and heritage, it's been a blessing. Like then you got Georgia Lucas and this lady, she's an Indian. So like this shit, they pushed this, Serena. Now imagine if Serena said, you know what? Let me go have a baby with Kobe Bryant. What type of child that would have been?
Right.
That would have been crazy. That would have been.
So that's how they water it down.
Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers are irrelevant because y'all are both foreigners. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody who y'all look white. Okay, right. Interracial. Okay, all right. And then this mother trucker, I think his mom is white, so it's like I don't even know. Like, and he be making movies like Get Out, but you're obviously in the, you're in that Get Out situation, sir. What are you talking about? And then this right here,
Eddie Murphy.
I thought he was divorced, but I think they were divorced though. I think they divorced recently. This is the old article though. So like they're irrelevant too. Who cares? Y'all can both get deported. Get the fuck out. And you over there, you beat up Holly Berry so bad in the head that she's deaf in one ear to this day, bitch. Fuck Wesley Snipes for that one. Like, come on. You hanging out with him? Don't fuck up. You ain't gonna be hearing in one ear. All right, we playing. And these people, nobody cares. Ew, he looked like one of them other European white men. All right, like it's been pushed, it's getting pushed. They always pander, and this is another one who was irrelevant. We don't care. The Rock Johnson. Of course, you sell out to this raggedy looking thing and you're a Johnson. They always leverage the Johnson line. And he leveraged that shit as hard as he could with his raggedy ass. Whack. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay. So yeah. Let's get into this other video real quick. Yeah, I know it's Key and Pale, but I'm trying to figure out if his mama's white. I think his mama might be white. I'm not too sure, but I'm thinking that might be the case.
I think what you said about Venus Williams and Kobe Bryant is, very important.
Yeah.
Not just on that level, but on all levels, when we're trying to, we just trying to get chose by anybody, males and females.
Right. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Well, he's a dang shine. That, like, you can always tell when a Indian man is with the swirl, because they ain't got no lineup, they ain't got no shape. They just look crazy as fuck. They shit look like they in the stuck in a yep. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I thought his mama was white, so I was right. Okay, but I'm gonna share this real quick. This is some Pan-African propaganda. So let's hear what he has to say. Oh shit, hold on. Fucking up.
You gonna share it? You gonna share it?
So let's. Oh wait, let me stop sharing? Did you see it?
No.
Hold on. Let me scare stops. Percent. Okay. Can you see it?
No.
What the hell?
Okay, here we go. Got it.
You got it? Okay, cool. Let me play it. Where am I? All right.
Welcome to Rookie's Kitchen. My name is Ali. I'm the founder and chef. Rookie, that's my mom. Well, Rukia is her name. Rookie short for Rukia, but it's Mama's Kitchen. A lot of the recipes are inspired by her, but with my own little twist. So yeah, welcome in.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a taste of East Africa and East LA. That's kind of what I like to call it.
I love it. What's one dish they gotta try when they come here?
The sigatip spicy with injera and basur.
Yeah. What's sigatives?
It's an Ethiopian version of a stir fry, and I do it with steak, chicken, shrimp, salmon. But I'm gonna give it do it the traditional way today, so it's steak.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
What's up, y'all?
So that's Mr. Backdoor Pan-African. There's others, like, in terms of that practical shit, like that practical
amalgamation.
Them East Africans, woo, they've been on it. If you look at what's that dude's name, the one that died, Nipsey
Right.
Hussle.
Yeah.
He's a product of that.
Right. I noticed, and this is just not the Negroes in LA, but all over.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him more press than Billie Holiday, It's just that we on it, and we think they are our brothers and all this stuff. Are
Right.
yeah. And all the information that's out there that's showing you the opposite.
Right. Another example would be Issa Rae. Issa Rae is a product of practical amalgamation as well.
Not only is Issa Rae, what's that chick everybody follow trying to be the next Oprah?
Uh,
A Nigerian chick.
she's Nigerian.
What's her name? She does that gossip stuff.
Oh, Tasha K.
And what about what's his name? The cat, the big dude went always flashing that HBCU stuff, kind of balding, fat and balding, always pushing that HBCU stuff.
What is his name?
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Roland Martin.
Oh wow, he look European to me.
So these people are from other places.
Mm-hmm.
What the Negro does, and I'm not saying all of them because it's definitely not all of them, but the majority take everybody else for face value, but dog their own people out. I never got that. And if you look at all the sports league and how they're integrating different people from different countries in and stuff, just have it. If you're gonna have it like that, United States versus the world, that's not good enough. They bring in talent from all over the place in all sports.
Right.
That's amalgamation, because when those people get here, they have to do what they told.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do what you told.
Yeah, all those people, she said, those are Hollywood people, all a part of the club. They had to be initiated to get anywhere. Yeah, like I could show you. Look, this is a good example right here. I can show you this shit because this is like a modern version of what they be doing. Let me see. So, who dated who is a good site.
Michelle, have you ever heard of something called the Guild? Screen Actors Guild in Hollywood is one of them. But a guild, for those who don't know, is like a club that you get in. What is that when you're trying to get into these Greek fraternities, they haze you to get in these guilds, you do that too. With the Actors Guild, just imagine what you have to do to get into that guild, get into good graces with those people. Imagine what you have to do.
Right. So this
Imagine what you have to do. Okay, let me share. Okay.
So okay,
What
this is a rapper from Atlanta. His first person that he dated that was in the industry, this is her, Ruby Rose. You got Justine Skye, you got Jordan Woods, Alexis Skye, Black China, and then Iggy Azalea. He had a child with. He had a child with the Australian, the fake Australian looking white chick, right? And all the other ones he didn't have a kid with. But the one he had a kid with was Iggy Azalea, the foreigner.
Uh-huh.
And then I think he started dating this other chick later. But I think the time period between him dating her and having this kid, that's when he had like some of the highest sales for his album. So yeah, it's definitely a club. They have to go along and get along. But I'm gonna keep this in mind. Now, Ruby Rose, before he dated Ruby Rose, this is Cardi right here. Before, look at the mole on his face. That's some Indian shit. But before he dated Ruby, Ruby was so-called friends with his manager. All right. Now, Iggy used to date ASAP Rocky, who was also one of his managers. That's some weird shit. That's fucking weird. Okay. So now this is Ruby. She's 26, 12 relationships. But let's keep in mind how young she is. Because when she was dating Cardi, she was fairly young. Like, look at the people she's dated. That's Ian Connor. This is his manager at that time period between 2014 and 2015. They were dating, and then Cardi, dated Ruby, right? And then these are all the people that she dated, and she was dating them fairly young. So yeah, the industry does like a lot of weirdo shit, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man. See that what you have to do to be a part of that. I mean, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Oh man.
So this right here, explain this to us right here.
All right. So where's my little segue at? All right. So this. Oh wait, I gotta look at it myself. I got it here. All right. So let me go back. So this is. I can probably read it. So while the oldest records in the county, this is the segue because we're gonna read some of the court records. I'm gonna start on page 45, and majority of a lot of these court records have interactions with foreigners and interactions with Indians, right? So let's get into it. I think that I have a segue for this. Let me see if I did. I don't think so. Yeah. People
page.
Page 45. Page 45 and page 44. So people think Karens are a new issue, but reading pre-colonial Accomack court records will show you not much has changed. So let's get into it. All right. I might read this introduction. While the oldest records of the county have been burned or lost, allegedly, because they be fucking lying, the proceedings of the court from 1632, 10 years before the name of the peninsula changed to Northampton, and 30 years before it was divided into two counties, have been preserved and are now, has been stated, possibly the oldest court records in Virginia. Those who examine these records, says Bishop Meade, are struck of nothing so much as a penitentiary discipline they exhibit, more like that of early ages that is to be found in the Protestant times in countries. They are abound in legal curiosities. The court was strict and never failed to administer justice to the best of its ability. The scandal monger, the liar, the drunkard, and the common scold fared badly. The facts of a number of these remarkable old cases are given in order to throw light on character of people of the time. So let's see. Let's just read all of it, right? This is a very casual case. So it is thought fit and so ordered by this court that John Paramore, for his unlawful swearing in contemptuous manner in the face of the court, shall set by the heels in the stocks for the space of 1 complete hour. And on June 9th, 1638, it was ordered that John Paramore shall set by the heels on the stocks at the time of Davin Sears upon the next Sabbath day for being drunk in the face of the court. So, like they said, a drunkard. That's one of them. That's just a regular case, right? This is in the early 1600s, and where my people descend from on the Eastern Shore, Accomack, Northampton County, Somerset, up to Maryland. Like our territory is from Maryland Eastern Shore up Northampton, Accomack County down, Hampton Roads, Virginia, North Carolina area, Hampton Roads, and Surrey County. This is like one of the prime locations on the Eastern Shore in the early pre-colonial, really I would say pre 1776 time. Right now, this is one of the I'll read this one next. This is the one about a Karen. I think there's actually 2 cases on this page about a Karen. Let me hold on a second. Where is it? Where's my drink at? Hold on. All right. Upon the 2nd day of August, 1641, Goody Curtis was trying to milk her cow in the cow pen of the widow Taylor. But the cow was not used to that pen and became restive. Goody lost her temper, and cross words passed between her and Miss Taylor, who was looking on and no doubt making silly suggestions as women are wont at times do. Thereupon the good ladies fell to calling each other bad names, ending in Miss Taylor smacking Miss Curtis in the face, for which breach of the place, which breach of peace, the court ordered that the widow Taylor shall pay unto John Curtis or any other for his use 1 pot of milk per day at the cow pen of the widow Taylor until the last September next, and pay all charges expended in this suit.
So those are some really cheap fines, huh?
Yeah.
And they fine you through the nose, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So, I think one of the things, what the chiefess is saying, really stop, you hear a lot of speeches, you hear a lot of people trying to give information, but get the information yourself. Just don't listen to some charlatan sound good, but he's not really saying nothing. He's just confusing you, because that's what's been going on. And if you look at the number of people that's giving out garbage, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers that are given. It's millions of people watching bullshit.
Yep.
So go ahead, Chiefess.
All right. Let's see. I got 2 more. On February 19th, 1634, John Waterman, age 24, Randall Revel, age 21 years old, and John Ford, age 25 years, are or 5 years or thereabouts sworn and examined say they heard Henry Charlton say that if he had had Mr. Cotton, the minister, without the churchyard, he would have kicked him over the palazoons, calling him black rotted rascal. I will say that again. Calling him of black rotted rascal. Upon the complainant of Mr. Cotton against saith Charlton, the dispositions above expressed, it is ordered that saith Charlton shall for the said offense bullied and build a pair of stocks and set them in the several Sabbath days in time of Devon Severus, and there asked Mr. Cotton for forgiveness.
What? So these people come over from another place and treat the people from here like they were treated back at home.
Right. Yep.
Wow. So you seeing, so I hope we brought this full circle to you. What's going on, how they depicted, what was going on in, how they made you look to the people who were picking up newspaper and getting media, much like you get today. It always showed you an unfavorable light. Then we showed you the migrant situation and how the African American, the Black Negro, just acting like nothing's going on.
Mm.
I think we better revisit that thought. Chief, just in closing, you want to say?
I want to read this last one, and then we can go into a closing if that's good, cool with you.
Yes.
All right. In the records for the 8th of September, 1634, we find at this court Edward Drew preferred a petition against Joanne Butler for calling his wife a ... and upon a due examination and dispositions of John Holloway and William Beasley, who affirmeth the same oath to be true, that saith Joanne Butler used these words. Upon due examination, it is thought fit this broad saith that Joanne Butler do acknowledge her to have called Mary Drew ... and hereby I confess I have done her a manifest wrong, wherefore I desire before this congregation that said Mary Drew will forgive me, and also that this congregation will join and pray with me that God may forgive me. The penalty provided by the court in case Joanne shall fail to retract her rash statements as directed was said that she should be drawn across King's Creek at the stern of a canoe. I'll repeat that she be drawn across King's Creek at the stern of a canoe. She evidently preferred the latter punishment, for that the very next court, Thomas Butler, the husband of Joanne, caused Drew's arrest upon trial, the same sentence, and melted out, or else she will undergo the same punishment with Joanne, which Joanne Butler hath suffered. And you guys are like, oh, let's give to the people and da 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 da. Let me share this real quick. This picture, the last picture of amalgamation right here. But they call you Black Rotted Rascal, and you want them to hold you down like Coretta and all this crazy ass shit. They want to portray you as something that they can make entire industries out of via your hair texture. And you don't realize you're surrounded by a bunch of cannibalistic, propaganding, pushing losers. Their countries did not want them.
So I think like we were saying earlier, in all these images, just don't look at the dude sitting on the couch or the couple in the background. Check out the whole image of what's going on. And like we said in the images before, what do you notice in this image? That's it's kind of odd. The white dog and the black dog. Notice the white dog is always bigger than the black dog.
Right.
Those type images that they put, you may not pick them up. You may not pick them up, but you'll get them subconsciously. They're going to be in your mind subconsciously. Then the cat on the couch, the dude on the couch reading the newspaper or whatever, isn't that one of those feathers he have on his head?
Yeah, there's a tassel coming off his head.
You know, so when these cats talk, this is why you got to know your history. All that. I didn't know. You don't know nothing. Them days is over.
Yeah.
That's right in your face. See, images like this are images they don't show you because they know we really don't try to find stuff like this.
Right.
So, you know, get your kids and send them this and show them. This is the internet in the 1800s. This is TV in the 1800s. This is movies in the 1800s. And it's always showing you in a negative light.
Every time.
So, you know, you think they're showing you pictures of other people. You will say them. You'll say you're them just because the picture told you. And you didn't have nothing to do with the picture. That's the problem. And that happens on, like she was showing the movie, Mr. Smith. You know, how many people is that movie going to influence? She already showed you a list with all those guys married to other women, and then hit you with, imagine if Venus Williams had a kid with Kobe Bryant. You know?
Yep.
So, in closing, Chief, this you want to say?
Yeah. So think about what happened to Don Cornelius when he decided to marry or amalgamate with someone who wasn't of his own culture. He already was in a previous marriage with the Indian woman, and he married someone in California. So when he died, his colored children didn't get any money because his YT wife decided, because of the laws in California, majority of the prenup stuff goes out the window. So she decided that his colored children from his previous marriage was not going to get the money that he put out for them. So it's always about integration, amalgamation, and then fucking robbing you of all your shit, how you talk, how you speak, and your money and your wealth. The Indian has been under a trade embargo for many centuries, and it's still going on to this day. And they will go as far as to sleep with you, mate with you, have a baby with you, and make sure the other baby that is the one of the other mother gets nothing. Nothing is sacred to them at all. They are predatory, cannibalistic losers that their own mother country don't even want them. They're not here. Oh, the American dream is literally you, literally your grandmother, and nothing else. This is their dark and twisted fantasy and nothing else. So keep that in mind.
Wow. That's practical amalgamation, y'all. Wanted to integrate it into somebody else. Like that's in the middle of that burning house King was talking about. You integrate it into a burning house. How's it going? So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Hope we brought some clarity to some things that's going on and where all this stuff starts and how we get stuck into reliving this generation after generation after generation. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Peace.